In this episode, we're talking about Tesla's RoboTaxi launch. Tesla is losing 64 Superchargers in New Jersey. Tesla is changing its mind about India for now. And an amazing new feature is coming with the next software update. Gary Black has sold all of his Tesla shares. A pension fund is telling Elon Musk that he has to work 40 plus hours at Tesla. I'll leave timestamps down below for you. Welcome to my channel where I give you the latest Tesla news. Growth feels like loss before it feels like liberation. Eddie Pinero. Tesla might be losing 64 Superchargers on New Jersey's turnpike in a controversial decision. Tesla is going to lose 64 Superchargers on the New Jersey Turnpike after a decision by the Turnpike's governing body that was made not to renew its contract with Tesla. On a Friday, Tesla revealed that the New Jersey Turnpike Authority, or NJTA, had officially decided to choose a sole third-party provider for its electric vehicle infrastructure. This resulted in the NJTA not renewing its contract to keep Tesla Superchargers on the toll road. The NJTA also requested with this decision not to renew with Tesla that the company decommission all 64 supercharging stalls, an unprecedented decision that will remove these plugs from the turnpike, making charging more scarce on a busy roadway. Tesla said it has been preparing for the potential that the Turnpike Authority would make the decision for 3 years by building 116 superchargers nearby to still supply drivers with reliable charging infrastructure. Tesla also said it offered the NJTA various above-market commercial items, like an offer to build superchargers at the all-New Jersey service plazas, with equipment upgrades like screens and adapters for those companies who have gained access to its charging piles, but need to utilize the NACS and CCSI plugs. The decision is one that seemed to baffle the company, especially as infrastructure is one of the biggest concerns among EV skeptics. Elon Musk also responded to being shut down. He said, "Sounds like corruption on X." Tesla bails on crucial piece of India production, aims to rely on imports. Tesla is not keen on establishing an entire production facility in India and will instead focus on importing. Tesla is bailing on the crucial piece of the puzzle that would likely enable the production of its vehicles in India, and will instead rely on imports, a bold strategy and a broader shame, as the country has prioritized local manufacturing in an effort to bolster the economy. The automaker has dragged its feet to commit to a localized production strategy in India, something that seems to be the only pathway to a mass market presence in what is the most populous country in the world. However, Tesla has evidently made a decision on what its plans for the market will be. Tesla still wants to sell vehicles in India and establish a presence there, but it will not do it with what many would consider a more traditional sense, building vehicles domestically. This is something the company has spared with the Indian government on for several years. Therefore, during a press conference earlier, India's heavy industry minister Shri Ramaswamy confirmed Tesla's plans for now is that it will penetrate the massive Indian market, and it will not be doing so by domestic manufacturing. The move comes as India has made major progress in reducing the import duties that had frightened many automakers from doing business as importers. India is considering a reduction to just 10% from 100%, which could be significant for companies like Tesla. Tesla rolls out new crucial safety feature aimed at saving children. Tesla has been working on this child detection feature for several years now. So now Tesla is finally rolling out a new crucial safety feature that is aimed at saving children from being left in the car. Over the past few months, we have reported on a feature Tesla was planning to roll out in its vehicles that would keep children out of hot cars unattended. Now, the company has been working on a solution to this problem for several years, as it has been working on an ultra-wave sensor that would detect heartbeats instead of movement as cameras would. Now, the Tesla is implementing the feature on its vehicle with software 2025.14.12, calling it child left alone detection. If an unattended child is detected, the vehicle will flash the exterior indicator lights, play an alert tone, and send a notification to your Tesla application. This will repeat at regular intervals until you return to your vehicle. Cabin data is processed locally and is not transmitted to Tesla. And of course, Gary Black has sold his entire Tesla position. And here's why. Tesla analyst Gary Black revealed his firm, the Future Fund, has sold the entire Tesla holding. Black has been skeptic of the company and relatively pessimistic regarding some things many investors would consider catalysts, outlining his concerns and reasoning for selling the shares. Much of Black's reasoning concerns Tesla's price-to-earnings ratio, delivery results, and potential delivery figures for the future. Another near-term project that he does not believe will yield as much value as others perceive. Black said he sold at $358 per share. The firm's current price target is at $310 per share, and he says it'll remain there based on our forecast of 2030. The main concern Black and his fund have is that Tesla now sells at a PE of 188 times as earnings. Estimates continue to fall, driven by week-to-date deliveries, including week April results. Black says he believes quarterly deliveries will decline by 12% and full year by 10%. This compares to Wall Street estimates of 7% of a decrease for Q2 and a 5% year-over-year decrease. He also said, "We believe the risk-reward associated with the Austin RoboTaxi test remain asymmetrically to the downside. Many believe the RoboTaxi platform would be Tesla's biggest catalyst moving forward, especially as other automakers do not seem to have even close to as robust as a solution to self-driving as Tesla." Black also mentioned that there are concerns about the affordable model. However, introducing an even lower cost model with some missing features would still likely be a significant more attractive option than a base model ICE vehicle, especially because the values full self-driving provides would make the car more beneficial. Hey, listen, if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any updates. Thank you. Last week, Tesla's apparent affordable model zipped around Fremont's test track. Tesla was zipping around a strange covered compact Model Y at Fremont this week. Tesla was racing a compact, short, and stocky Model Y with front and rear end covers around the Fremont factory's test track. Matt God in the Wilderness on YouTube posted a flyover of the Fremont factory. This week's video featured a smaller, more compact Model Y racing around the track at Fremont, trailed by a Cybertruck. It plays into the idea that Tesla is planning to launch vehicles similar to the Model Y and Model 3. During the last earnings call, Tesla's VP of Vehicle Engineering, Lars Moravy, stated that the affordable models the company plans to launch would be of the same form and factor as the Model Y, indicating potentially a stripped-down version of the all-electric crossover. Tesla is set for the golden age of autonomous as RoboTaxi nears and the dark chapter ends, says Wedbush analyst. Dan Ives has adjusted his price target on Tesla for a few times already this year. Now his price target has gone from $500 to $315 to $350 and back to $500 this year. As Elon Musk has essentially started to dwindle down his commitment to the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, altogether, Ives believes that Tesla's dark chapter has come to a close.
Pop the champagne moment for Tesla investors, because the biggest asset for Tesla is Musk. And I mean, this really today, I mean, they'll have the press conference, but this ends really what was a dark chapter for Tesla investors. And I think for Musk, it took on a life of its own. I don't think he ever anticipated, him going to the Trump White House and DOGE was going to take on this in terms of some of the brand issues as well as everything.
How deep would you describe those brand issues as being? Like, how much equity value has been lost to the company because of his time spent there?
I mean, I think, ultimately you could have a stock that's probably 20% higher from here. I mean, I think ultimately...
Is that already priced in? Was that the move this month?
Look, I believe we're looking at a $2 trillion market cap for Tesla. I mean, when autonomous and robotics plays out, in my opinion, this along with NVIDIA, two of the best disruptive technology companies in the world. But it speaks to why.
Here's where I struggle with the Tesla thesis a little bit, right? The AI, everything they're doing is amazing, except that what's coming out of China, to me, as a non-expert, seems more amazing. The prices of these cars, the sort of self-driving-ish capabilities that they have. Can you lay out, are those companies as good as what Tesla has? And why is Waymo ahead of them?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to be so blown away by Tesla when Waymo's over here with self-driving cars already?
Okay, it's a great point. But so when you look at Waymo, essentially in 4 cities, $230,000 cars each, right? So the question there is can it scale? So our whole view with Tesla is when it comes to scale, I view it as unmatched relative to engineering talent and the ability to scale. And I think Austin, what kicks off June 12th, to me, is really just the start of what's going to be the autonomous vision. And I believe we're sitting here a year from now, and cybercabs, robotaxis are going to be in 10, 15, 20
You think they
cities.
can have the cybercab manufactured in a year from now?
Oh, I believe. I think they could get to scale very quickly. And I think, again, look, the technology that's coming out of China is significant. And someone that's seen it firsthand in terms of BYD and everything that we're looking at. But when it comes to globally, who I believe is going to dominate autonomous
but
and
aren't
robotics.
the Chinese going to do? They have cars, SUVs that cost $7,000 with some of these capabilities, right? These EV cars with some of the robotic elements. So how much scale I can see them dominating the U.S. market for sure, absolutely. Is their engineering, their ability, what they've done with these factories better, just mind-bogglingly amazing, of course. But are they going to be able to compete on the world stage?
Look, and I think on the world stage, I think it'll be their world. Everyone else will pay rent.
Ives believes Tesla's launch of the RoboTaxi would be the company's way to unlock at least $1 trillion on value alone, especially as the Trump White House will fast-track the key initiatives the automaker needs to get things moving in the right direction. Ives believes that Tesla will establish itself as a true autonomous winner. And I'm sure you've heard about this one. It's so funny. Tesla investors demand a 40-hour work week from Elon. Pension fund leader pushed the Tesla board to require 40 hours per week from Elon Musk. Should Tesla enforce this? Well, we know he works a little bit more than 40 hours a week, but Tesla's not his only company. So this is what is said. Pension fund leaders with Tesla's investments are urging the company's board to mandate Elon Musk dedicating at least 40 hours per week to the electric vehicle maker, citing a looming crisis. The group holds a combined 7.9 million Tesla shares and expressed alarm over Tesla's challenges in a letter to board chair Robin Denholm. Of course, they attributed many issues to Musk's external activities, including his role in Doge. The pension fund leader criticized the board for failing to ensure Musk's full-time attention on Tesla. The group includes the SOC Investment Group, the American Federation of Teachers, New York City Controller Brad Lander, and Oregon State Treasurer Elizabeth Steiner. The investment letter comes as the Tesla board plans for Elon Musk's next compensation package. Besides a 40-hour work week requirement, they also called for a clear succession plan and limits on directors' external board commitments to strengthen governance. The letter highlighted concerns about board independence. Now, this is what Elon said. You know that we have had a lot of challenges with Institutional Shareholders Services, ISS. I call them ISIS. And Glass Lewis. There's a lot of activists that basically infiltrate those organizations and have strange ideas about what should be done. Tesla has the exact date for the RoboTaxi launch in Austin. Tesla has reportedly landed on a set date for its launch for the RoboTaxi platform in Austin, Texas. Bloomberg has reported that Tesla has discussed June 12th internally, and there's still a potential to change. The date comes after Tesla tested the driverless ride-sharing platform on public roads in Austin and has been for several weeks now. The testing has successfully gone on a month ahead of the company's deadline of June 30. However, there will be only 10 vehicles at first to test the waters. Also, Also, the riders will be invited by the company. This is an effort that puts safety at the forefront of this trial period and will expand as time goes on. The report and subsequent announcement comes after many media outlets reported Tesla was not testing robotaxis in any capacity. Some had even considered the project a total failure even before the June launch date, a typical tone most media takes with the company. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one, which could be this one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.